He needed 107. Went bull, 7, bull.
That's a bullseye.
Missed it. So 80 came back and hit 111 the next leg, going bull, 11, bull.
Just outside the 25, so Michael will throw first in the match. First leg, Michael to throw first. Game on.
So Michael Smith with the advantage of throwing first here. I think it's going to be a nice rhythm to this game. And what a way to start it. Michael Smith straight in with a maximum.
Well, you said about rhythm, Dan. I don't come any better than that rhythm. Where every dart exactly the same pace. Didn't rush the last one like we see a lot of. Well, A.D. Lewis rushes the last dart at times. But that was a rhythm all the way through.
Well, for a moment there, I thought it was going to be a Vincent van der Voort kind of start to the match. Van der Voort almost producing a 9-darter in the first leg of his game. Missing double 12. You did mention that Michael Smith famously beat Phil Taylor at the World Championships. I was talking with him about it yesterday. So I didn't even play that well.
Don't tell Phil that.
100.
But yeah, when Michael Smith plays to his potential, he is almost unbeatable. It is incredible.
121.
Well, he's in a strong position in this opening leg as he looks to hold his throat.
Well, I think Michael's got a purpose to his life now. He's got a young child now.
140.
And he's got to get up there and play darts. He's got to earn money to look after his partner and that little one. And playing darts like that, he should earn plenty of money.
Certainly should. Certainly should. I believe he's going out. His partner's from Poland. He's going out to where she's from for the first time in a month or two. He can't even pronounce the place. Having said that, he's cracking at foreign footballers' names. He spent a good half hour talking to me about who Man United should be signing and reeling off Piszczek and Błaszczykowski as if it's nothing. No idea where he's going in Poland next month. Mine is another 140.
Just worries me that if he gets back.
He is still a raw talent, as you described him, Rod. We've seen glimpses of what he can do, and he's even put it together. And look at this, it's another 180 for Michael Smith, the bully boy. And he's even been able to do it over tournaments over a day, putting a run together, going and winning tournaments, making the finals. But we have seen rather worryingly, on 2 or 3 occasions, him blast all the way to a final, and then it just deserts him. He's lost 6-0 in a couple of finals, one to Michael Van Gerwen, one to Brendan Dolan. And it's almost that just next little step of continually winning things. That's going to come with experience. It's bound to come, but it's just an example of how his obvious talent is just a little bit raw at the minute.
Yeah, I think with people like Michael Smith is that you don't need to tell him anything. You don't want to start saying this and this and this because it might take away that little bit of raw talent. I mean, you know, 2-0 up against David Pallett, who is a superb player himself, but he's just taken the game to him. And what I see is if you start trying to coach him to do things different, you might take a little bit of that natural raw talent out of him. So for me, do you know what, Michael, just carry on the way you're going. You're going to get some hammerings at the time because that's what players like them get. I'm sure A.D. Lewis, well, he did because I watched A.D. all through his early career. But the experience he's going to learn each time will set him up for the big stage. And as I say, we want him to carry on, as we do this young man here. We spoke a lot about Michael. With this David Pallett, who is a superb player in his own right. I mean, another one that's going to be around for a long time.
123.
Yeah, certainly. Came over here with Jamie Lewis, and we saw earlier on, fall to a defeat to Alex Roy. We saw Dave Pallett in Berlin, of course. And you talk about players not having any fear. That was exemplified in Dave Pallett, who took on Michael Van Gerwen and had the temerity to start taking the mick out of his celebrations on stage. Incredible sight.
I remember it well. I used to say, whatever happens on that stage, that's fine, that's part of the game. Do it backstage, then there's the trouble.
96. Michael, you require
To be fair, Michael did
104.
take it in good humour. He won the match as well. He might have been less happy about it had he not. And Michael Smith, well, he'd hit tops
David,
first
you
time of
require
asking the last 2 legs.
160.
And there's an outside chance of Dave Pallett taking this out. If he were to do it, it'd be a breaker throw. Oh, it's not going to happen.
I was looking at bull treble 20 bull.
Michael, you require 20.
It's a double 10 for Michael Smith and a 3-0 lead. Well, this is a very, very impressive performance from Michael Smith. He's averaging 120, around about that at the moment. 118, there you go. I mean, that is, there's world class and then there's just ludicrous. There are only 3 legs into this, it has to be said. But look at that first 9.
Yeah, that is absolutely darts at the best quality you will ever see. I know we're only 3 legs in, and he needs 6.
45.
And a lot of the time we see, as in Hendo in the previous game, he started off brilliant and then went off the board a little bit, and the other guy come in. But
90.
at the moment, I mean, 14, 11, 13, I mean, and he's missed a couple of darts at a double as well. How dare he?
But you can see, even if he doesn't, you know, asking somebody to go in for 118 average for a whole match, I mean, that's, yeah, it's just not going to happen. But
60.
these bursts are what do win you games. If you can back that up with just solid, you know, 90, mid-90 averages for the rest of the game, and then have these bursts that just take the match away from your opponent, even in the longer format games, you know, the World Championship, the match play, that's where you win your tournaments. That's where you knock out the big names.
Yeah, and set play would be far better for Michael with this sort of bursts he gets, because that 3 legs, you're one set up, you know, and he's untouchable. Gary Anderson, when he broke the world record, I think about 4 minutes 10 seconds for a set. I mean, that's where the set play plays into their hands.
134.
Yeah, obvious comparisons between Michael Smith and Gary Anderson. Anderson obviously is mentor, if you like. And I would suggest one of the 4 men in world darts right now.
120.
Michael Smith needs the treble. That doesn't really help him, but he's found it anyway. Double top he wants.
100.
Well, I think Gary Anderson, although he sponsors
170.
Michael and kind of manages him, he doesn't manage as in tells him what he's got to do, what he ain't got to do. Hello, here we go. Ball 17, ball. Here we go.
92.
We said
17.36, I believe.
Believe.
Somewhere around, or 117.26 perhaps. Phil Taylor beating Kevin Painter.
140.
I know Kev hates it when we keep reminding him, but it is a fact, Kev, if you're listening. So now, Michael Smith has got a chance.
100.
Oh, I've just been told I'm wrong, and I apologise. 118.66 it was.
either way is pretty handy.
It's nothing like being told you're wrong.
Well, look, if he's going to have a chance, he's got to whack in a maximum here. And he might have a chance. He's done it. He's still alive. It's still alive. Michael Smith, this is some performance, son.
Yeah, this is darts of Phil Taylor at his best.
Michael require 141.
Come on, young man, set this crowd alight. Well, it ain't going to happen now.
No, well, it's going to be a measly average in the 100 and teens, you would think.
Well, I'd like to see Dave take this out because he deserves some legs. He's played well here himself. He's just been absolutely put under the cosh.
69. Michael, you require 76.
Well, narrowly missing double 16, and Michael Smith. You fancy him to have 2 darts at a double 2 darts? What he's got, and he only needs the one. It's a 14-dart leg. That is an absolutely scintillating performance from the former world youth champion. Incredible.